Greetings, my crafty friends. Welcome to another episode of Angela Shows You. Today, our craft is going to be dinner. What's for dinner tonight? So my family is having a potatoes and ham casserole-ish. It's kind of like a scallop potatoes and ham, except rather than slicing the, did I say scallop carrots? Scallop potatoes and ham. But instead of slicing the potatoes really super thin, I actually just go ahead and I dice them up, as you can see in here. And then there's ham as well. And the ham that I use is simply one of these ham steaks. Now I bought this one at Aldi's. So this is just shy of 1.5 pounds of ham. And what I have already done is I already went ahead and I diced the whole thing up kind of into bite-sized pieces, and I put everything right into a casserole dish, which I held up a moment ago. So here it is. So super easy. This dinner is literally 4 ingredients. 5 if you want to add cheese at the end, which I always do because it's so much, it's so good when there's cheese in it. So what I've done is I took about 6 or 7 cups of potatoes, and I just use either white potatoes or russet potatoes, either one, and we're just going to kind of give it a little bit of a mix in the dish. So super easy, right? So all I did was about 6 to 7 cups of potatoes diced up into bite-sized pieces, that 1.5 pounds of ham, and then what I also went ahead and did is I already blended, this is milk and flour that I just blended up. So this is about 3 cups of milk, and it was a 1/2 cup of flour, and I'm going to just pour this right over the ham and potatoes mixture. Oh, I should also mention, so I miscounted the ingredients. There's also pepper, black pepper in here. Okay, so what I like to just do is I like to give it a little bit of a stir, just like that. And then I just like to kind of make sure that the potatoes are in the milk mixture. So I've got the milk mixture is all in there. I'm going to take a little bit more of my pepper, and I'm going to just sprinkle just a little bit more pepper over the top of it. Once again. And that's it. I'm going to pop it in my oven, which is preheated to 350 degrees. It's going to cook for about 50 minutes. What I'm going to do in about 50 minutes is I'll just poke a fork in a couple of the potatoes, make sure that they're cooked all the way through. Then what I will go ahead and do at that point in time, if the potatoes are soft enough, which they should be, is I will grab a few slices of cheese. I tend to use American cheese, but you really could use any kind of cheese that you wanted to. You could grate cheese, you could put pepper jack on here, you could put cheddar on here, but we like the American cheese on it. So I will In the 50 minutes, I will take out a few slices of cheese. I'll lay the cheese on the top. I'll put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes, just until the cheese is all melty, and that will be the end of it. The photo of the finished product will be the photo that you see when you selected to watch this video. So, what's for dinner tonight? Ham and scalloped potatoes, diced potatoes, and I'm telling you that your family will love this. And of course, if you're feeding a larger group, you can always increase the amount of potatoes, increase the amount of ham that you use, and then you would just adjust your milk and flour mixture accordingly. And I have made this before with almond milk, so definitely feel free to use an alternate milk if you are so inclined. If you don't drink dairy products, then you could use almond milk, you could use cashew milk, and then of course you would eliminate the cheese at the end of it, and that is it. It's easy, it's tasty, and it's usually things that most people already have in their refrigerator, so it makes a fantastic, simple, and tasty weeknight dinner. I hope that you will try this recipe, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Angela Shows You. This is Thanksgiving week, and so I am going to be doing a few more recipes this week that are geared towards the Thanksgiving holiday. Primarily a couple of desserts that I'm going to be making for our Thanksgiving family dinner on Thursday. So I hope that you will tune in and catch those if you are needing some dessert ideas. My plan is a pumpkin pie, so if you've never made a pumpkin pie before, I hope that you will join me in making a pumpkin pie. I will walk you through a recipe and how to make a pumpkin pie, and then we are also going to make a delicious chocolate pie as well, and I will share that recipe and the how-to on that. Also, the chocolate pie is one of my family favorites, so I'm excited to share that with you in a couple of days. So I will see you next time.